Kai, you had a question for Coffee?
Yeah, Steve, do you know about this pig drama that I just found out about yesterday?
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Like
I've heard of it.
Have you done an investigation on it yet?
Yeah, no. The Pearl the pig drama has not been investigated by me. Like, I've had like 100 people send it to me. I don't know. To me, I'm like, all right. There seems to be I think the real criticism is that there's a pattern of behavior with Logan's pets. For those who don't know, I guess Logan had like this pig, and when he left to Puerto Rico or something, he gave it to somebody else, and then that person abandoned it. I don't know how much, because I don't know the situation of how it was passed on to this other person. I don't know how much I can comment on, like, you know, like how much of a piece of crap Logan is for abandoning this animal. He might have like paid them a lot of money and told them to take care of it and like tried to do his due diligence.
Yeah, exactly.
We just don't know. It's terrible though for the pig, and you do see it a lot where people buy. I think in the post it was like that went viral. It was pretty like spot on, where basically they said all these people, they always buy these like quote mini pigs thinking that they're going to keep them. They grow to be huge because they're often sold as mini pigs. They're not real mini pigs, they're actual pigs. And then they always get rehomed. And anytime you have a rehoming situation, you never know exactly how that's going to go, because there's not a lot of people in the market for actual like giant pigs. So yeah, it's a terrible situation, and I guess he's dumb for it. But to me, it's like on the scale of things that I care about right now, it's pretty low.
I care quite a bit when it comes to something like that. I think with Logan Paul's level of wealth, and since he's not full-time in Puerto Rico, he literally could have just had like a pet sitter take care of the animals while he was away.
He's so wealthy, he could have an entire team. Like, he could have his own private zoo if he wanted to. I don't buy this excuse that, I was out of the country, I couldn't take care of it anymore. That excuse works for someone like me, where, like, I can't leave my cats alone, but you're rich.
Yeah, but I don't know. Rehoming a pet isn't necessarily the worst thing, as long as you do your due diligence and make sure that the person that's taking on that responsibility is capable. That obviously failed here, but I'm not sure if that's Logan's fault or not.
I don't know. Well, the post was sad, the viral post, because the pig apparently got rescued by a company known as the Gentle Barn. Yeah, and they said that the pig was found next to another pig that died, and that the pig that they did manage to save had like an infection of the uterus or something. Unless I'm getting fake news, but they barely pulled it back from the brink of death, it seems. I mean, that's fucking sad. Just.
Well, do you want to know something sadder? And I haven't seen Logan address it. He had two pigs because Pearl was getting depressed being alone, so he bought another pig. Oh. And there isn't confirmation, but the pig that was dead next to it could have been Pearl's friend, Logan's other pig.
Oh my god, I didn't.
I haven't seen anyone debunk that, but no one's talking about his second pig for some reason.
Neuralizer? That's so fucking depressing.
It is so fucking depressing.
Here's my question: like, how do you? I mean, how do you bounce back from this many scandals in such rapid succession?
He's done it before.
You have loyal fans who don't give a shit.
I just don't think he has those loyal fans anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, Charlie. I mean, how you can't do the like, I've changed arc that many times. To me, it works one time. Like, you go like, all right, guys, I used to be a bad guy. Usually, what's funny is like, usually people will like change their look as part of their, changed self. Like, I noticed right around the time of his like change, he grew a beard out. How do you shave it now and go like, I've changed again, guys? Like, how do you do it?
Eye patch.
Oh, I haven't earned the right to use my left eye until I've earned your trust.
Change his name to Punished Logan. Pull a full fucking Big Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think it doesn't even go that deep. It doesn't even really matter. It's the same reason that people can buy Blizzard games after they openly slap women in the workplace, and why they can watch movies from studios that abuse employees, etc., etc. They want their entertainment more than anything. They want Logan Paul entertaining them more than anything. They don't
I don't know
really
who
care.
Logan's audience is, though. I was saying this to Charlie. I thought Logan's audience was like tweens and teens and such, and like young girls, but they're not the ones in crypto space or NFT space, so I don't get it.
What if it is?
I also don't think young girls watch boxing events, really. So I also don't know who the fuck the audience is.
I also just don't think it's necessarily the same because Logan is literally taking their money in their fucking face and they're just losing everything to him. So it's not even just the same as being entertained. It's like, damn, this guy's actually becoming a detriment on my financial well-being because I can't stop trusting him.
I do think that that's overall the movement of it, though. Like, even if his subscribers and his fans took a serious hit from this, I think he's got enough that are super loyal to the end that it'll still build back up. There's always new people.
Possibly.
You know, there are always new viewers, always. He could be as big as he is now, lose half of it, and there will still be plenty of people who said, I haven't really watched or heard of Logan Paul. Who's that? I'll check it out.
I think they're like the move is actually they're going to try to like pivot. Like they did this with the whole boxing thing. Like I'm not a YouTuber anymore. I'm a boxer. Part of the idea there is you get a whole fresh new audience who doesn't know any of your past like problems. And so they're willing to just kind of like accept you as this new character in their lives. So if anything, I think you'll just see another pivot of like, I'm this guy now. I mean, I don't know what he's going to be. I guess he's the energy drink salesman guy now. But like, I think there's just going to be
entrepreneur.
Am I thinking of his brother, or isn't he also in the WWE now?
He is in the WWE.
Maybe he'll just incorporate this into his. Maybe he'll just become a wrestling heel. He'll be like, "Yeah, I killed a pig. What are you gonna do about it, Triple H?
Right?
Come fight me."
Jeez.
I mean, that's depressing to think about, but not unthinkable.
That is actually a pretty interesting theory because the WWE, like he does really well in the WWE, as I understand it. Like he actually is pretty well liked in the space from everything I've seen. So yeah, maybe after all this, if the news reaches them, they just lean into it. Like Vince McMahon's like, look, you got to get out there. We're going to have you murder a small animal on stage to get the crowd against you. And then we're going to have Rey Mysterio hit you with the 619 for vengeance.
But then right before the finishing pin, you're going to steal his money in crypto and he'll leave in shame.
I think you're right. I think the WWE's the angle. I mean, like for Jake, that's what Jake did. I mean, people don't know, or people don't talk about it, I guess. Jake ran arguably more crypto scams and more blatant crypto scams than even Logan did. And he got away with it because he was Mr. Boxing. So like he would run the crypto scams on the side while promoting a boxing fight. But because they're not like directly linked, the people who are angry about the crypto scams were not the same people who were tuning into his boxing fight. And so it just really didn't matter ultimately. But that's why I don't think these things should like be just about, you know, like YouTube drama or YouTube like call outs. I really think, and this has been what I always say on my channel, like the government needs to get involved and like actually follow through on what they say their regulations are. And actually just hold these influencers accountable, because I promise you guys that the second someone like Logan or Jake or any of these influencers spends even like a month in jail, the amount of crypto scams is going to drop like a rock. These people are just doing it because they know they can get away with it. Like at the end of the day, they know these internet dramas won't ultimately affect their careers. So my goal has always been, I don't think it's enough to like, I don't think what I do is enough. I think it's just like the start of bringing attention to it. And then ultimately what I always say is like, you know, it has to be more than a YouTube video. It has to go eventually either to the legal process or to like criminal investigations.
So how does that happen though? Surely there's been enough attention right now on it for the government to at least be knowledgeable about it or aware of it. So like, what happens?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can comment too much on that. You know, I don't think I'm allowed to comment on that, other than to say that I think people in the past who've like been a part of my videos have eventually gotten arrested because they are looked into. So I don't know. We'll see if that's the case.
There is
here.
precedence in other cases where the government has cracked down on these kinds of things when they've been made aware of it.
Absolutely. Like the case of there was this Instagram scammer, Jay Mazzini, who was running all this like Bitcoin scam for a while. And then I covered him a few times. I interviewed some of the victims. And then some of those, basically he ended up getting arrested by law enforcement. And he's in jail right now for like, I don't know, like I think like 10 years or something. So it's happened before and it could happen again.
Generally, if you're trying to get the government's attention, you have to play the angle they care about. Just tell them that Logan Paul may have been owing the government taxes on all of the money that he scammed on the NFT thing. Then they care. That's why the war on drugs started, right? He sold like a route? PNG image. Yeah, he sold a PNG for $2 million. Don't you want your cut, IRS? Get them interested.
I thought you meant people owed taxes on their drugs they were selling.
I mean, yeah, that is unironically the drug cartels were making so much fucking money, and the American government was angry, and that's how the war on drugs started.